Hi, and welcome to HealyFit with your instructor, Jen. For more, please subscribe, click like, or select notifications. Today, I have a full body yoga practice for you. So when you're ready, grab your mat. We'll stop at the top end, driving from your toes all the way through your heels, zipping up the front of the body so you have a tall, elevated posture. One hand to heart, one hand to belly. Just follow each breath. Soft focus or eyes closed. Feel the air as it enters the body. The chest rises, the belly expands. The belly pulls back from your bottom hand. The chest pulls back from your top hand. Notice the way that your body responds to each breath. Feel maybe the features along your face relax, your shoulders drop a bit. And as you rest your hands by your sides, begin to circle through the neck. Go ahead, take those neck circles around the other way. Go ahead, just noting any tightness, any tension that you're holding on to, and allowing each breath to slowly start to release that tension from the body. From the head and neck to the shoulders, we're rolling the shoulders up, back, and down. And then roll them forward. Feel the stretch across the back. Again, noticing where your body is here and where you would like it to be as we move throughout our class. Hip circles are next. One foot driving into the floor with balance and stability. Other foot off the ground as you circle through the hip. Go ahead, plant that first foot on your mat. Take the other foot up and just circle through the hip. Go ahead, take those circles the other direction. And as you bring it in through center, rest both feet onto the floor, reach towards your toes and let your body hang. Go ahead, feel the stretch across the shoulders into the back, and then inhale, flat back, eye gaze forward. Exhale, right back into your forward fold. We're going to step your right foot back. Drop the right knee to your mat. Relax the top of the foot to the floor. You're going to keep your right hand to the floor. Take your left hand, push the left knee in slightly so you feel a bit more pressure along the outer blade of the foot. Now you're welcome to stay here, or option, take that left hand up to the sky, looking up towards your fingertips. And then if you want a deeper shoulder stretch on that left side, reach the left hand around the back, around towards your right hip. Good, looking over the back shoulder, how much length can you get into the front deltoid? Exhale to the front, let's stretch the front hamstring. Good, so the left leg is long, toes may be lifted up from the floor, body bowing towards the thigh. Length from heel to hip. Inhale, rise up, plant that left foot onto the floor, curl right toes under heel, lift up, still driving through that left side. We're pushing the knee away so we feel a bit more pressure on the outer blade of the foot. Option as you reach the left hand, roll onto the outer blades of both feet into a side plank with hip opener. Left hand can wrap around the back, same as before, feeling that stretch across the shoulder as you open through the hips. As you release, coming into supported pyramid, toes up or toes down. Length from heel to hip. We're going to pivot that right heel around a little bit. So we have a bit of an angle, 45 to 90 degrees. You can scoot it forward a bit more so you can get better footing. Walk your left hand up to your left thigh, right hand up to the sky. Maybe left hand joins it into warrior one. Exhale, release the shoulders, rest the arms, eye gaze out over the fingertips into Virabhadrasana 2, your warrior 2 position. From there into side angle, left elbow to thigh or to mat, right hand up to sky. You can also take that right hand around the back, option going for a half or full bind. Good, so maybe that left hand reaches under the thigh. You try to open the chest to the side wall, still driving through that front heel, knee stacked over ankle. Let's move back, stepping into plank, all toes face forward. Drop to your knees, shift the body weight forward, exhale down into kneeling chaturanga. Inhale into baby cobra. And then go ahead, take a seat into child's pose. Good, so still warming up. We're trying to keep our flow nice and easy-ish. Go ahead, looking forward towards your fingertips. Roll back into your plank, curl toes under heels. Walk through the feet, stepping them back towards your fingertips, maybe tenting the fingertips so you can step further towards the front edge of the mat. Let's slowly lift up into your flat back posture. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, articulate bone by bone up to standing. As you come to the top, arms reach to the sky. We're going to take one foot behind the other. Good, so take left foot behind the right, lean out to the right side. Good, a nice iliotibial band, IT band stretch. Coming back through center, let's do that same stretch on the other side. Just light lean. This is also your crescent pose. Back into center. Sweep the arms down to the floor. From your forward fold to your flat back. Back into forward fold. Let's step that left foot back this time. Drop the left knee to the floor, relax the top of the foot. Same sequence as before, we're just pushing the right knee away this time. Maybe reaching the right hand to the sky. And then maybe wrapping the right arm around the back. Good for a half bind in your kneeling lunge position. Exhale back through center, going into kneeling pyramid. Toes up or toes down. Chest bowing forward onto the front thigh. You can sit all the way back to the back heel as well. Option for you. Coming forward, we're going to stand, curl back toes under heel, lift back knee, push the thigh away. Maybe reach that right hand to the sky. Maybe reach the arm around the back. This is where you could go into that side plank as well if you choose, or stay with me here into this lunge position. Unfold the front knee as you do. Pivot that back heel around so that the heels are almost in the same line along your mat, but the toes are angled away from one another. From your pyramid pose, bend into the front knee. Maybe scoot that back foot forward a little bit more. Right hand to thigh, left hand to sky. Good. Maybe the right hand joins the left as you reach up into your warrior one. Then exhaling down into warrior two. Eye gaze forward out over the fingertips. And then transition into your side angle pose. Awesome. Feels so good to stretch and lengthen throughout the entire body. Maybe that left hand goes behind the back for a half bind or full bind here. Pivoting the body back to the front. All toes face forward. Step back into plank. Drop to the knees. Exhale down into your kneeling chaturanga, baby or full cobra. Exhale, sit back into child's pose. Awesome, bringing it back forward, slowly rolling into your plank, curl toes under heels. This time, let's push, press, and lift into downward facing dog. Walking your dog, you're going to pivot your knees to the opposite side, allowing some stretch and length along the hip line into the lower back. Good, really drive through the fingertips into the knuckles of your hands. Good, unfolding the elbows with a soft bend. Looking out toward your fingertips, we're going to walk the feet forward. Go ahead from forward fold, wrap hands around opposite elbows and sway the body side to side. Notice how that feels along the shoulder line. And then slowly articulate bone by bone up to standing, keeping the arms folded so you keep that stretch along the mid-back. As you release, hands come out into face the wind posture. So you've got chest and heart opening. Come back into center. Anjali Mudra, your prayer pose. Take a moment to recenter, to refocus, and to think about where you want to take the rest of your class. Good. Going back into our crescent, you're going to lean out to one side. Take the top arm. Good. Add a little bit more length from shoulder down to hip, from hip down to knee. Awesome. Let's walk it forward. Hands down to the floor. Unfold the front knee. Take that back leg up and elevate it up towards the sky. Now you can keep a soft bend into the knee as well, or come into your standing split. Good. So left leg up and back, right knee is unfolded, body is folded over that right leg. Let's cross left behind right. Take a seat. Good. Nice and easy. Left hand behind you, right elbow to inner edge of the knee. Push, press, and twist, looking over the back shoulder into your thoracic twist, your twist along the mid-back. Exhale in through center. Let's take that right leg, extend it out, looking to the toes, circle through the ankle. Awesome. Bring those ankle circles the other way. And then we're going to take that right foot back behind you, coming into pigeon pose. Awesome. Exhale out over the front leg. Feel the stretch along the outer edge of the thigh into the glutes and lower back. Pushing the floor away, coming back into plank. Step both feet back. Exhale down into Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, lift into Cobra or Up Dog. Exhale, push, press, lift downward facing and walk that dog. Awesome. Feel the stretch across the hips into the back. Down through the hamstrings, into the heels. Begin to take those steps forward, coming into your forward fold. This time, hands reach around behind the head, interlace the fingers, drop the elbows to the floor, light sway side to side as you stretch along the back of the neck into your cervical spine. Keeping the hands wrapped around the head, articulate bone by bone up to standing. So stack those vertebrae one on top of the other. Push the head into the hands, open, open, open. Got a light backward bend. And as you release the hands, we're going to take them out to each side. Awesome. This time, cross right behind. Lift up. Exhale over to the right. Inhale back through center. Walk down the front leg. Awesome. Lengthening into the hamstring and glute. Let's do that lift of the back leg. Good. So slowly center the gravity. Good. Heel towards hip into fallen dancer without that hand reaching back, and then maybe extending all the way into your standing split. Good. Chest bowing to front thigh. Back right leg up to the sky, toes pointed, leg extended as best you can. Now go ahead, take a seat. Go ahead, left leg crossed over right. We're going to pivot, look over your back right shoulder. Exhale back into center. We're going to take the left leg out, extend along the hamstring, unfold the back of the knee, and begin to circle through the ankle. Good. Take those ankle circles the other way. And then go ahead, place that right foot all the way back behind you, coming into pigeon. Good. So legs are kind of like an arrow. Your body is bowing over the front thigh. You want to feel the stretch along the outer edge of your thigh into your glute. Pushing the floor away, come back into plank, exhale to the mat. Inhale, lift into cobra or up dog. Exhale, push, press, lift, downward facing dog. Awesome. Pedal through the feet, bending the knees, and then begin to walk your feet forward. This time just holding your forward fold, going as deep as feels good for you. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly rise, stacking the bones one on top of one another, reaching the hands to the sky, this time maybe going into a backward bend. Then exhale, bring hands to heart. Let's try a little balance here. I want you to anchor your feet, spread your toes, cross back, and we're going to lift that front right leg, ankle on top of knee. Good, coming into standing pigeon pose. Awesome, exhale, take a seat, hands to heart, hips towards the knee line. Now, option, reach hands towards the mat, bow the forehead forward, and come into this big hip opener. Good. Whether you reach the hands to the mat or not, we're coming up, switching sides. Go ahead, find your balance and stability, maybe shake it out a little bit. And then we'll cross right behind left leg slides up, ankle on top of knee. Sit back to your edge. Good, where you feel challenged, but where you still feel the move is achievable and attainable. Good, after a few breaths, if you prefer, you can bring those hands to the floor. See if you can get a deeper stretch, maybe straightening the right leg as you bow towards the left. Good, just a few more seconds. If you hinged forward, go ahead, come back towards center, and then slowly rise up. Awesome, shake it out. Bring the feet to the outer edges of the mat. Light turn out of the toes. Go ahead, take a seat into Malasana, into your yogi squat. Go ahead, hips to knee line or maybe below. Push the inner edges of the backs of the arms into the thighs to get a little bit more opening along the hip. Try to elevate from sits bones all the way to crown. You're going to take your right hand to the floor, left hand up to the sky, lift and reach. Option, sweep the arm around the back, get that chest and shoulder opening along the front, or a little challenge for you, slide the left hand back, lift up into this wild thing modification. Good, sit back. If you scooted the hand back, you're going to have to scoot it back forward to get yourself into Malasana again. Awesome, bring those hands back into heart. Take a moment to recenter, again, refocus. And then left hand down, right hand to sky. Maybe right hand sweeps around the back, reaching for the left thigh. And then option, right hand to the floor, left hand all the way up and over. God, reaching to the back of the room in your wild thing modification. God, left hand back to center. As you sit the hips back, come back into Malasana one last time. God, great move for digestion. Great move for tight hips to get them open. We're going to move next into a reverse plank. So you're going to walk the hands back, fingertips facing forward or slightly out to the sides. Drive through the heels. Lift and expand along the chest. And look upward towards the sky. So driving through the heels, engaging more hamstring, more glute along the back side. Pull the hips back through the arms. Exhale, reach forward. From that backward bend, we move into our forward fold. Stretching hamstrings, unfold backs of knees. From here, another backward bend into your fish pose. You're going to rest your elbows under your shoulders, lean your head back to your edge. Heels glued together, toes naturally falling out to each side. Awesome. Inch the elbows out a little bit further, coming all the way down to the floor. We're going to hold the right knee into you. Go ahead, circle the right knee around. Good. Again, checking in with your hips. Now let's go ahead and release the right knee out to the right side. Maybe extend the leg. Right hand is your kickstand, kind of holding it in position. You can also place it on the inner edge of the calf or thigh. Fold the heel in. Let's bring the knee over to the left. Good. Again, same here. You can keep the knee bent for a more gentle option or extend the leg for a deeper stretch across the hips and glutes. Release, coming back into center. Right leg extends along the mat. Left knee, hug it into you and begin to circle around through the hip. Good, taking it in each direction a few times. And then releasing that left knee out to the left side, maybe extending the leg. Good, left hand your kickstand or your crowbar. Good, so either holding the leg in place or prying it open for more stretch along the inner thigh. Good, release the leg over to the right. Good, that cross diagonal stretch. Length from fingertips to toes. Let's go ahead, tuck it in for reclining Baddha Konasana, your reclining bound angle pose. Turning your attention back to your breath, I want you to try to inhale for a count of 5 and then exhale for a count of 5. Hold the breath at the top and the bottom of each inhalation and exhalation. Let your knees drop towards the mat. Eyes closed or soft focus. You may stay here or start to extend out into Shavasana. I'm going to leave you with this quote from Morgan Harper Nichols. Even while you wait for things to fall in place, I hope you find room to practice gratitude. And not only for the big things, but the small things too. The way you feel under the sky, the way the air blows around you. Hold on to every little moment that awakens and reminds you to slow down and notice where the light pours in to make room for gratitude over and over again. Slowly add movement back in, walking the heels to your hips, wrapping your arms around your legs, gently circling the knees as you awaken your mind and body to the possibilities of today. Take those circles front and back. Go ahead, slowly rocking, massaging the spine until you come into a seated position. Big inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Maybe taking one side at a time. Exhale, bring the arms around to the front, scoop along the shoulders, and then open like you've just awoken for today. Wrap yourself in a big old hug. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Don't forget to like and subscribe to let me know you want more videos like this one. Until next time, you can also follow me on social at HealyFit. Do take care, be well, and I'll see you again soon.